Hello everybody, how are we doing today? Welcome. Yeah, this feels kind of early to do a stream for many of you guys, but I wanted to get on here so we can do a bit of planning, do a bit of prep for the incoming volatility that we are very likely to see in around about an hour's time. So yeah, we'll do some charting to begin with. We'll have a little look over the markets. We'll go over some plans for the session itself. This will probably be quite a long stream, so we may have a couple of breaks in between because I want to get some charting done. And then we want to be around for 1:30 when the data gets released. And then we probably want to see the New York Open come in as well. So yeah, at this stage, we're probably looking at a bit of a marathon, 2.5, 3 hours long with yeah, a couple of breaks in between. So, cool. Let's have a look on the chat then. So who do we have in here? P is there, moderator as always. Testy, Houston, Manuel, Catalin, Crypto, Mysterious, Christopher Hall, Illyrium, Stephen, Wesley Coldwell, Catalin again, Drabman, Mr. Fry, Alessio Shonks, Claude, Tom, Owen, Fuck That, CMDR, Greg, Diagoro, Steve, Loco, Yoga, Dale, Tiger, Tinez. Cool, we got a bunch of people in here today. So welcome. Okay, so what we're gonna do? I also need to do the $100 giveaway. So if anyone is still wanting to do the $100 giveaway, we'll draw that in a bit. So go over onto the Twitter, just a little one today. I thought I'd try and increase the numbers slightly on on the stream somehow. So if you do go over onto the Twitter, follow Taurus Crypto on Twitter, and we do have the $100 giveaway there. So just comment in there, make sure you're liking, following, retweeting everything. Put your ERC TRC20 thing in the comments, and then I will draw the $100 giveaway during the stream, and we'll give out $100 later. So that'll be fun. There's something extra to do. And of course, anyone who is new to the channel, please do go check out tauruscrypto.com. And yeah, we will get started. So let me just read the chat quickly, see if there's anything pressing that I need to attend to before I go over anything else. When one day of Luke's profits giveaway. Yeah, well, actually, maybe I should have done because yesterday actually was the first time. The first time I made a loss on a day for a while, because I just closed out some trades that weren't really working out. Just the remainder of some of the altcoins and everything that were from last Friday that I'd already closed like pretty much all of the position on Friday night because I didn't want to be holding that stuff over the weekend. But because we never really got any kind of bounce over the weekend, I'm just cut those yesterday when we had that bit of a move up when Bitcoin came into the resistance. So this was the short that we took on Bitcoin yesterday. At that stage, that's when I was starting to cut out of some trades that weren't really there because we know volatility is going to pick up. We know overall the charts aren't looking good. So yeah, new opportunities today. But it's a good job I didn't do one day of my trading profits yesterday because that actually ended up in the red very slightly. So meh, one of those days, but all is good. If you want to help Lee get his losses back, no, it's one day, it was one day, and all those trades were profitable over the weekend, so all is good. Okay, let's have a look at the market in general. There's really nothing happening so far, so hopefully this will start to pick up as we go along. And yeah, if this does start to pick up, then at least we'll have some stuff to trade. So realistically, I mean, we're looking for volatility today. Okay, we are looking for volatility today, so and just forget about all this. Like, everything that's here is just not relevant right now. I'm really not looking to take any trades within. I mean, let me just go on auto. Basically, I'm not looking to take any trades within what you see on the screen here. Really, like, unlikely. Even if we do come up and take the highs, or if we come down and take the lows at 130, it's unlikely that I'm going to enter anything at those points, because there's just nothing here. There's nothing left for me that looks interesting on this. I am in a long position from yesterday, so I am in a long. If I just go and take a look at that, that's the only one that I currently have. A couple of alts did survive the cull that I put on yesterday, so I will go over those. But I am in the long from 18953, and then I've got a couple of alts that are also that have also not survived, but just not yet been cut. So yeah, that's that, and I'm still obviously holding the shorts that we took here yesterday during the one that we had identified during the trading room, which was to come into this 15-minute order block up at the highs and the previous day point of control. So this was the short. I'm still holding that. I'm very much neutral on the entire chart right now. There it is. That's where I took the short yesterday. I tried to take a long as we came back down. That one got stopped, and then managed to get back in as we came back down in for a retest later on in the evening. Yeah, this just kind of shows, right, there just isn't anything left. We've taken care of the single prints and the previous day POC. We've taken liquidity at the lows. Yeah, there's the weak highs to be putting in, but at this stage, I probably initially am favouring downside for today at least. I do still go of the opinion that we will get a relief rally once we have had a decent enough flush of liquidity. Then I do think we'll go on a good rally, but I think initially my bias is that this does, just the way that it's floating up into this reading, into the PPI data that we've got later on, and FOMC today, just the way that we're floating up into that does make me think that we're probably going to get another push down, which, because I have the bias that we're going to get a rally after that over kind of the coming weeks or so, that provides opportunities. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. The main idea obviously is this. So this is what I want to be covering today, is we have a bunch of things lining up together. Okay, so if you're looking at the fib time, we're right there. Okay, so this is within the range. You're looking from your A, B to your C here, or your one to one basically of your low to your high. This is the 1 to 1, so this is equal time, equal distance between there and there. If you also take this trend, then this is coming into the 618 here also. And a pretty cool indicator that's on here is if you go on to TradingView and you just search like FOMC and CPI, there's actually an indicator that shows you when this is coming up. So we do have FOMC today. So FOMC is coming in today. It doesn't show the PPI stuff, but FOMC is coming in today. And then we do have CPI tomorrow. So we have a big cluster of potential goodness within the chart that is likely to cause us some volatility. And we can see on previous occasions when this has happened, okay? You put in a major high around the time when you get these two events last time. Again, you put in a major high here, you put in a major low here. Again, this causes an impulse up, and so on. So there's definite, it's not like a directional indicator by any means, but if you know when these events are happening, then they can give you an indication of when we are likely to see some volatility coming in. So yeah, my ideal scenario for this is, let's come and take the lows. Let's go down like you could realistically go down below 18k as long as we're not taking out the major low from back here, or not like massively taking that out. I think a move down towards 18,400, 18k would be nice, even if it's just shallow. You really don't know when it comes to these lows over here, like which ones are going to hold, which ones aren't. So you've just got to be able to read the move when it happens, and then looking for a rebound back off of this, and some kind of move that is fadeable, that we can take back up to wherever it wants to go, basically. So that's the idea that I'm playing, and I have taken some positions in anticipation for that. Obviously, if we do start to break down, then we break down. Okay, I'm in a short, and I'm certainly not getting rid of that at any stage soon. So yeah, what do we want to go over? So that's Bitcoin. If I'm looking at the major support and resistance off of this, the closest sort of areas on the chart that I'm really looking to take a trade from will be down here if these lows here are taken. Okay, then you come into a nice 1 hour order block of the lows. So 18,700, if we do get just a move into that, then we can maybe get a reversal or a bounce. And if on the off chance that we get a move up, I don't think we're going to get a move up, to be honest, but on the off chance that we do get an initial move up, I'd be looking for all of these highs here to get taken out and to fill the single prints from here, but I think that will come after. So that is, yeah, that would be nice. That would be ideal, something along those lines. But with then getting more data coming out tomorrow, I think honestly we're probably looking more like, okay, let's move down into this, let's bounce, let's then take lows, come down here, and then we can look for a rally off of this. So I do think that a fairly big flush is still in order, that takes out some of the other major lows that we've got on our chart here. So yeah, hopefully that kind of covers Bitcoin. There's really not much else to talk about here. That doesn't look very accurate. 4 hour AB, that's what I want. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that's that. Stephen Charlie Goosens, could today be a big non-event and we just wait for tomorrow's data? Yeah, maybe. The thing is, PPI doesn't have as big an effect on the market as the CPI does. And we do have FOMC, but those are the FOMC minutes, so it's old news. It is not like, it's last month's meeting released as minutes, basically. So it's nothing major coming in today, but I do think it is the start of volatility. And this just goes to show as well here, historical volatility, what we're looking at. I don't think it has ever been this flat. I don't think I have ever seen Bitcoin on the 4 hour remain just no volatility. I mean, basically since the start of the month. You're looking at this has been flatlined to zero volatility since Monday the 3rd of October. That moving average has had nowhere to go. It is literally on the floor. Like, look at that. There is nothing here. There is no movement. There's like no movement going on Bitcoin. It is just dead. So at some point this has to pick up, and when it does pick up, it is going to be kind of crazy. It's going to be a very big move. Like, everything that you see on the screen here basically taken out within a case of a few hours, because we're so conditioned right now to low volatility that everyone's just trading on the lower time frames, and you can just see by the wicks that we're getting here there's nothing really to go off of, apart from the odd little scalp here and there. But even getting like a good scalp trade is difficult when you take fees into account. So I don't think I've ever seen it on the floor for this long. So we can go back. That's a good, we're looking at 10 days with volatility just completely floored. So let's go back over. Actually, this will be interesting to look at. And 4 hours is how I tend to time this. So the 4-hour time frame is how I tend to look at it. Let's do this. Let me just clean this up a bit, and we can make this a bit. Okay. So that then shows you we're going all the way back here, 2021. July 2020 was pretty flat for a while. Where were we there? Yeah, that was the start of the bull run. So that's the last time it was flat. And then before that, when we had prolonged nothingness, was the end of the last bear market. So after we dropped, we had a prolonged period of no volatility, and that's when we started to pick up back out of it. Again, we did have it here, but that wasn't flat for as long. That was kind of just coming down. So yeah, realistically, I think this is probably the most extreme. Just nothing there in terms of actual movement that we've had this whole market. So interesting. It is interesting. So we will obviously, pay attention to that. That's something to be looking at. If we look on the daily, I'm just going to stick with this, see where we are. Yeah, you're looking at the last time things were this flat being back in being back here. So we don't know yet. Are we here? Are we here? And I do think we're in like one of two different situations here. We're either going to get a move like this, which just completely, that complete capitulation, or we're going to get a really big pickup back out. I think whatever move that we do get is going to be continuation, and it is going to be a trend that takes us substantially higher or maybe lower when we come out of this range here. So yeah, this range will be gone soon, hopefully. Tiger, do you expect volatility to the upside or the downside? My bias is really difficult here. I think the only way, so as a trader, the only way I can realistically trade this is looking for upside, because everything in terms of price is way down. It's like to actually try and get a swing short, if we're going to go down, I still think there will be better entries here. Let's say we spike up and then we go for a big move down, or we just kind of take out lows and get a big move up. I think the way to be positioned here, because we're much closer to an invalidation on the lows than we are to any highs, is you've almost got to be looking for the, not longs, but you've got to be on the buy side of this. So yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be a fun day. Anyway, on the daily time frame, it's just, it just isn't doing anything, is it? Just isn't doing anything. So I think what will be good today, let's look at, so a couple of other things I wanted to look at. The DXY, which is there at resistance. This is again what we had identified as being major resistance on the chart. We're right there after we came into support and got a big bounce. If this continues higher, then the yearly level is the target, and that takes us in towards the end of the month. So then we're looking at a big move, a big move down going into the end of the month, and I think the dollar started to just move up into the next level of resistance that we have there at the yearly. So that'd be the DXY. Let's see how this gets along. Again, it's a powerful uptrend that the dollar is in currently, and yes, this is resistance. Yes, it's proving to hold at the moment, and it is holding as resistance, but is it enough to really push this back down and give the rest of the market some relief? I just don't know. Gold's come into a nice area. So again, I wanted to look at gold after we took out all the liquidity, hit the weekly level. This was the trade that I had planned for months. So I'd had this trade planned for months, come down here, take out all the liquidity, hit the weekly, bounce, change market structure, come back into support. So at this point in time, I am like actively, buying gold, expecting this to be a decent low that gets put in. You've got an invalidation now, that's kind of nice, but we still on the higher time frames remain in a fairly strong downtrend, at least on the daily. When you go into the 4 hour, you can see here a clear change of market structure and coming back into support. So are we going to see a move higher off of this, or is that daily downtrend going to be the one that just continues to push this down lower? But regardless on this, this was a strategy that I've been waiting a long time for, and or a trade that I've been waiting a long time for, and this has finally come into the area that I'm now happy to buy gold, and happy to be taking trades looking for upside on gold here. We look at the Nasdaq. That continues to take out lows, but not aggressively. Okay, so every time that we've taken out a low recently, you can see here where you go and you change market structure, you take out a low, it's a deep move, take out a low here, it's kind of, you're getting these big moves down. At this point, you're not seeing that continuation, so you're not seeing that aggression continue, it's just calming down. So a rally off of this, I do think is fairly likely still. I don't think we go down in a straight line, although I do think there's further downside to come in the future off of this, but I don't think we go down in a straight line. So I am looking at the Nasdaq, whether that's this week or next week, whether this continues to grind, start to form some divergences here, start to all of those kind of things. We'll throw an RSI on the chart. You've got daily divergence on this. Same with the S&P, you've got daily divergence on here after it took out the previous month low. That was what we were looking to happen, so we were looking for that gap fill and to take out the previous month low yesterday. So we have had that now, so we are down there, that has happened. I can remove that gap, that's no longer there on the chart, and then we can look at what the futures are doing, and they're still just right down here on these lows, again forming divergence as we're down there, but as of yet, nothing substantial to give us any idea of where this is likely to go. You do potentially have some kind of Adam and Eve double bottom WMW pattern forming at the lows, but we'll wait and see. It's come right down into here. I would be surprised to see this take lows again and just continue before we do get a reversal off of this. So bias is higher time frames are going to get some relief over the next week or so, but I think we need to find liquidity to the downside first. Mr. Fry, tap 18.5k BTC. Welcome, Mr. Fry. Yeah. My support's 18.7, 18.5, same kind of thing. Again, we can take out these lows. This is the thing. There's so many there. You don't really need to take out this. Okay, so this is, you're basically looking at this being in some way protected, and here you're looking at liquidity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, kind of just all of this. These times we've kind of pushed into this 18.8 support area. A lot of that's going to have traders within that. You can take out some of these lows and reverse it, absolutely. So let's look at the CVD. So Christian, big bearish divergence on BTC USD on Bybit. So if this is BTC USD, I'm not fussed. I'm not trusting it. So that's where you have, like, let's have a look. So I'm going to use the TPO here. We're going to look on the USDT because that's where most of the retail volume is, and you've got heavy negative delta. Okay, so you do have heavy negative delta coming down. That's what you'd expect to see because price is moving down. You've got open interest relatively flat. I just need to... bear with me. Huh? Oh, there we go. Where are we? What are we doing? want to get rid of the grid. I want to do this. There we go. That's looking a bit better. Cool. Okay, yeah, open interest not doing too much either, really, here. Fairly flat. But if you go over, let's have a look on USD. Yeah. So on the inverse, you've got bearish divergence there. True. But a lot of this, there's no volume here. I always say this on the inverse. It's just like, where are you coming back up into? Where we were here. And then we're looking at this. Just getting the read on this, guys. This is kind of boring. Kind of boring for now. Yeah, look, it's the complete opposite, right? It's the complete opposite. So what you're getting on the inverse perpetual is completely the opposite to what you're getting on the USDT. USDT has 8 times the trading volume of the inverse contract. Like 8 times the trading volume of the inverse. So, and if you're looking for divergence, then yeah. You kind of want to go where the more of the retail traders are for CVD divergence, because that's the thing. With CVD divergence, you're almost looking. That's the whole point of it. You're looking to fade what the majority are doing, and most of the retail trading will be on the USDT pair. We know that. Like, there's not that many. I still trade the inverse, but I'm trading the USDT a lot more than I was now. I think that gives you a better read in terms of divergence. What the USD pair does really nicely now is it's better liquidity. So you have you have worse liquidity on the USD pair, which means you can get better wicks. So if you're looking at like taking out London, so if you're looking at the typical 1:30 p.m. in 30 minutes time, you're looking at taking out the London high. More often than not, you'll be able to get better entries on the inverse perpetual when you're looking for where liquidity is. But if you're looking at trends, then the USDT is going to be way better. Way better for looking at like a prolonged period of time, because there's a lot more volume there. What have I done here? I've messed this up. Let me reload this. So yeah, what you get that's really nice on the inverse perpetual is you get those bigger wicks, for sure, that can give those better entries. Because if you're looking locally here, then we've got bullish CVD locally. Okay. So we're making a higher low than we were here, and CVD is down. So we've got bullish CVD locally. You've got open interest increasing with bullish CVD. This DOM is wrecked. That doesn't work. I need to update. I forgot to update EXO, didn't I? Ah, no. Still dead. Still doesn't work. Okay, we'll lose that. Oh, why is it always on stream? So VWAP currently, we'll get a bounce from this. We'll see if this can keep floating up. It's all so slow. Can I check XRP? Yeah, so should we have a look at some altcoins? Because if we are looking at... Yeah, let's place some alerts. Because we got 30 minutes until we're likely to see a move. So let's place some alerts above the highs. Let's place some alerts below the lows. Somewhere down there. I always like to get a nice even number. 18,846. That'll do. That's a nice even. So there's a couple of alerts placed. Anything that's in between here I'm not interested in. Unless we're looking at taking out previous day high, maybe as a scalp, depending on what kind of volume we get in. If there's a very, very quick move up, then if we do take out previous day high, oh, there we go, that's a nice even. That could give us something. So those are alerts set. I'm not interested in anything else in between here. Okay, Ethereum. Yeah, it had the bounce. So Ethereum, again, we were looking for the bounce here yesterday. We got that, but because Bitcoin's underperformed, we're only looking at a slight move up here on ETH that's come into resistance already. So again, on Ethereum, where's your lows of the day? I'm looking down here. And then the daily level up here, let's see if we can take out this. And then I need to do a bit more work on ETH. We'll get to the other alts in a bit. POC of the old range. So there would be nice. Where's your POC? Yes! Good. Okay, cool. So that's ETH. That's the target for ETH. Just do a horizontal. No, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. Green. Extend. So we've dipped once into that already. Okay, fair enough. So you got another one down here. Okay. Still waiting for that up at the highs. Yeah. So again, we've got alerts here on Ethereum. ADA. Okay, first of all, so I saw a question in the chat earlier on. Yeah, so ADA has swept to lows again. So this was one of the ones that I cut yesterday because we were looking at support at the daily level. We had the bounce off of that initially last week, which was nice. So we did get that bounce. I was able to take some profit off of that, but now we've lost that. I've just closed this for now. But it is a potential spring. But for me, I would want to see a sign of strength here. What we have lacked is just volume off of any bounce here. So yeah, we're kind of lacking that at the moment on ADA. I'd like to see this reclaimed and then come back into here, and then I could look to take some long positions again off of it. But for now, I'm not looking to try and catch this because it is breaking down, and there are targets to the downside again. So if we go on to something that has a bit more history here, you're ultimately looking down here. Okay, so this is where we have this weekly support coming up on ADA, and we're not really there yet. Again, if we go take this left, you can see from when it launched back in 2018. I'd have to go back to the Bittrex chart to do that, but that was like a previous all-time high. And you're looking at this order block continuing. This is only just where we're starting to come into here. So we did have that previously, but we're not yet into like actual major support here. So I will be looking at taking a trade on Cardano, but I think, yeah, 36 cents is a better entry than what we have now. So I think 40k we can consider lost. For 40 cents we can consider lost at this stage. We've had a good support off of that for a while, but I think a move down towards 36 is looking reasonable. If you come back into this range over here, then realistically this is fairly decent support. This is roughly where ETH is in its little cycle. So even lower than that, I mean 34.50, 36 cents down towards about 34.50 would look quite nice on ADA. So again, I'm going to place an alert there because that is ultimately what we're looking for. And you just got to go back in time, find the charts that actually have this historical support on them, and then that's what we're really looking for. And the nice thing about that is this will, when we do get there, it will start to give us a better, higher time frame kind of wedge type pattern going in there if we can come back down towards those lows. So however you draw that, I don't know. Go on the daily, go for closes or something. So if you're looking at closes, I don't know, I'm just drawing it. Maybe something like that. But yeah, it's not looking, yeah, I think more downside now. The volume's not there. So it'll pick up when we come down here a bit lower. A little bit lower. So 36. I'm going to place that alert here. Okay. So that's ADA. Atoms, boring. Bits interesting. What are people asking about? XRP. XRP is back at that POC. We can lose the 1-to-1. Okay. Turn my heater on. It's cold in here. It's cold. I'd like to see lower on this as well. See, the problem with XRP is you're right at that POC and you're just in the middle of this range here. So if you're actually going from, and you're drawing a parallel channel onto this, where are we? Over here, and you're looking at this as the current range, like we're just right at the midpoint, yeah? So you're exactly in the middle of the range, exactly at the POC of the range. There's not much more I can say about it. You got this trend line moving up. Let's just make that fit to what we've seen recently. Just get some touch points on there. Yeah. The value areas look okay. So again, here you've got a little order block, and then up at these highs, you've got a little one as well. Oh man, there. But in order to take a trade off of this right now, I can't see a trade here. Unless short down to 46 cents. But where's your invalidation off of this? It would be a short on XRP. So the only possible trade I see here is short from POC, invalidation above the high, take it down to, yeah, 45.50, 46. Something around there. Expecting this trend line to break down. But if that were to happen, I'd rather see it take lows, come back in, and then short that on the way back up. That's about everything I can see on XRP there. Because it's just in the middle. It's just completely in the middle of the range. It's Chiliz. Can we have a look at Chiliz? Yes, I'll look at that. Can I check out Coty? Okay, maybe. Tom Jones, are you Tom Jones the Fib guy? Or is this a different Tom? First of all, no, it's funny that my first thought of Tom Jones is the Fib guy and not the singer. So are you maybe you're Tom Jones the singer, or maybe you're just another Tom Jones. It's a very common name. But if you're Tom Jones the Fib guy, welcome. Welcome. What am I supposed to be looking at? My brain's not working. You wish you were the singer. There's barely any delay on this stream today. This is really good. You're not the Fib guy either. maybe it's all of them. I mean, that Tom Jones, I'm not even going to do this. That Tom Jones is setting up his own thing, isn't he now? Again, I'm not going to comment on it or anything, but he's yeah. Right. So we've got a short here on XRP potentially. I don't see a long. I don't really see this going up yet. I think there's more upside to be had on XRP soon, but yeah. Everyone is every single day, every day. Because yeah. CHZ Chiliz. No, oh my god, I can't even type. My brain. Oh, I can't even do anything. Come on, do it. There we go. USDT. Chiliz. Sorry, that must have been really, really loud on the microphone. Hey, look at this. We're coming down into some support. What is the time? We've got 10 minutes to go. Annoyingly, Annoyingly, never managed to get the short off of this. But yeah, Chiliz is coming down into this. I've got an alert down here, 17 cents, basically. So this was the path I wanted to see it follow. This is good support down here at the lows. Again, there's a lot of eyes on this because of the whole World Cup narrative going on. So if it can start to move a little bit, what am I talking about? Yeah, there's the narrative here. So this is again what I'm looking for. So 17 cents down here. You've got golden pocket there. You've got an order block, and you're taking out 1, 2, 3 equal lows at the bottom of this range. So you're just looking at a deviation down here. We've had a deviation up at the highs from this, so you're looking at this range. You're then looking at a deviation of the lows, and then you're targeting the highs again. So that one's relatively simple. I really wanted to see this come into the monthly open to be able to get a short position from that. But yeah, this is relatively simple. Okay, let's go back onto the Bitcoin chart. What I'm going to do, we're going to open up the stuff. So we do have the 10-minute countdown is here. We do have 10 minutes now until the PPI data comes out, not CPI, so we're not looking at as big a move as we may see tomorrow. So I will live stream tomorrow as well, but this is the start where we are expecting some volatility to start to pick up. What we will now do before then, tweet, comment, raffle picker. What is the one that I normally use? Threat secured. Okay, not that one, because that tweet picker had some spam, malware, whatever in it. Thank you, antivirus, for saving me. This is the comment. I am going to draw this. So let's go onto here again. Let's get it up to 100 likes, 100 likes, no, 120 likes, because there's over 200 people in here. So we need 120 likes, and we've got to do this in the next 10 minutes because that's when stuff is going to be released. 120 likes. Anyone that is new to the channel, welcome. Even if you're not new to the channel, please do go check out tauruscrypto.com. Okay, the link is up at the top there. The link is also in the description. You'll also see the link that's pinned in the comments over here, or that has been put into the comments over here. If you would like to learn more about our trading community, then this is where you can learn more. And if you want to be part of the trading community, then you can go over onto here and you can click on the crew membership. So this is where we do live trading rooms on a daily basis. We have tons of educational content that is available. Let's go back over here so you can see everything. Educational content covering everything with technical analysis, order flow, trading psychology, Elliott wave, and much more. We've got playbook strategies, which are really, nice trades that you can take. Again, day trade strategies for taking on, again, a daily basis, basically here. So enough of that. Let's go over onto the Twitter. This is the $100 giveaway. We've got our comments here. So we've got loads of people that have commented. That now is going to be done because have we hit 120 likes? We're at 108. Come on, a few more likes. We've only got to get a few more likes and then we're going to do the giveaway. We're at 108. I see 108. Do we get more? Are we going to get any more? It's ready to go. All I need to do is load the tweet in. 109, 113. 114. We're getting so close. We're getting so close. We also need to keep an eye on what's going on over here. So let me just refresh this. So PPI is incoming. 118. 2 more people. All you got to do, like it. Like the video. Like the stream. We can't be stuck on 118 for ages. 120. Okay, here we go. So here we go. Loading the tweet. Must follow at Taurus Crypto. Must have a picture. Tweet count any. Age any. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Are there lots of people that don't have a picture here that look real? Yeah, we've got some people in here that are, we've got some people that I know already that are on Twitter that don't have a picture. So we are going to, in future, guys, just give yourself a picture on Twitter, because I'm going to do this. This just prevents there from being bots, but because I know some of you already, then that's okay. This is going to pick a comment, isn't it? I hope so. So this is all of the ones that are loaded in. Again, we can check that that there aren't any bots here. If it seems like a bot, and if they're not watching the stream, this is the thing. You got to DM me on Twitter if you have won. So this is, yeah, DM me on Twitter if you've won. If I do not get a DM within this stream, then I'll draw it again at the end of the stream. So, continue. Are we ready? Begin draw. Boo! Okay, view entry. I love cats lol. So view entry over here. Did they give the... So I love cats lol. Oh man, it's not showing the actual comment on this. Right, but if you are I love cats lol... where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're in here somewhere. You must be. But that is the one. It's not actually showing me the comment. I love cats lol. You have won. If you commented your address before this, then you have won. Send me a DM on Twitter and we will get that sorted for you. If you do not send me a DM on Twitter, then then we will do a redraw later. Okay, so that's the draw done. Hey, we got a winner. What is BTC? That's me. Thanks, brother. Nice one. Okay, well done. Congratulations. $100 coming your way very, very soon. Oh, we're starting to get some movement now. Are we? Are we? Are we getting some movement? It looks like maybe we are. We're coming into my favorite time of the day. So now what we need to be looking at is our London highs, which are right about here. Actually, no, those are the London highs, because London hadn't actually opened there. So London highs. London lows aren't interesting. But again, I'm not looking to short this once we hit this alert. So it does seem like the first spike up is going to be down, up, and then we're going to be looking for some downside, and then potentially some longs. Actually, yeah, maybe a scalp short. Maybe a scalp short is on the cards here. I'm getting prepared and ready to go for it. I am prepped and ready to go on a scalp short, because I do have a bias that the first move, the first actual move from the data itself, will be down. So I am getting prepped and ready to go for a scalp short. I don't really want to be taking a scalp long. Let's refresh this. Nada. Poppy, I hope it's not Kurt Zuma. Yeah, hopefully you actually do love cats and you're not Kurt Zuma and you're not kicking them around your kitchen floor. What's bullish and what's bearish for PPI data? It doesn't matter. In all honesty, it doesn't matter. It just brings in volatility into the market, and I think if it's something that's completely unexpected, then it will cause a movement in a certain direction. But what you're looking at this, so PPI is the cost of, like, the cost for manufacturers, the cost of goods and services to businesses, so the producer price index. So tomorrow we've got CPI, which is a little bit more important. You're looking at, basically, this is like another proxy for inflation. So you're looking at month on month, you're looking at the cost of creating stuff has gone up. The cost of creating stuff last month went down. We're looking at that going up again, but it's nothing major. It's 0.2%. That is what's forecast. If this comes in at like 1% or 0.5, like if we're showing that inflation is going rampant again, or if we get a negative read to show that it's coming down, then maybe we get a bigger move on the market. But we're not looking at anything too major here, so yeah. So I don't yeah, unless it's something that's completely unexpected, and you don't even know how the market's going to react, because if inflation is going up, that's a bad thing, but it also means that interest rates and stuff can go up as well. So yeah. Ditchy, how do you find it out straight away? So I'm using Forex Factory. Okay, so Forex Factory here. Cryptocraft is also nice because it gives you less stuff, so we can just be looking at it here. So Cryptocraft you can look at. So we do have FOMC later on today. I just click the refresh button, and then once we've got the read, once we've got the data, then it will tell us. But you'll see markets start to move before this even comes out. So I'll keep it on the chart here. I'll be looking at it over there, because I can see my chart over there, because I've got another screen that is showing me the chart, and then I'm looking at the stuff. Is it going to be a massive anticlimax? Because everyone is expecting a move. Or is it going to be very boring? Expect the unexpected. Yes. There we go, moving down. Damn it. we didn't get the opportunity to scalp a short position. Let me just find, this hasn't actually refreshed for me yet. So moving down, we got basically as expected there, okay, 0.3 core, 0.4, so higher inflation than expected on the core, on the PPI normal, which is energy and stuff as well. So we are moving down. I think let's see if we can get some liquidity here to the downside. A big closing or a big sweep of long positions. Lots of longs closing out. Lots of longs getting stopped out. Shorts completely flat. You'd normally look to fade the first move, but I don't know. Maybe we're going to pump. If the first move is down, I'm already in that long position from yesterday, so that's okay for now. I'm also already in that short position from yesterday. Let's see if we can get a test back towards daily open. That's where we'd likely see some resistance coming in. We get a bit more of a move up. I don't normally look to trade this, but come on, push a little bit higher. I wouldn't mind getting a short here. I wouldn't mind it. Go back on the comments. Let's see what we're doing. Watching the DXY as well. So yeah, that would have given a little bit of a spike up on the DXY, but we're still looking at that as being in resistance. Surprising that the first move is down. A little bit surprised at that. PPI numbers are super strong. Strong is a word. Yeah, it's not a good thing necessarily. So I'll explain this in a minute, because that does mean that, again, it being a proxy for inflation does show that we are still in inflation, or we are still seeing the cost of stuff going up. Which means that more rate hikes are likely. So, and this is the way you gotta think of it. Does the market want rate hikes, or again, we'll watch this for a moment and then we'll go into the what it all means. Back onto the DXY. So we're probably looking at, yeah. I mean, it kind of preempted the move up. It's a shame we didn't come and take out the London highs there, because that would have been great for the short initially. I just want this to come into the daily open. It's not actually hit anything yet. There's a lot of shorts starting to open into this. Okay. DXY is going to try to push. Nothing yet. I guess the move is being saved for tomorrow. Maybe. So I'll do this. We will do this again tomorrow. So we will do this again tomorrow. Like I say, CPI is always likely to be the bigger move. The fact that we're getting them together means we're probably seeing some kind of. It's just like a concentrated effect on everything. So we are seeing them coming in straight, like together, one after another, with FOMC sandwiched in between. So it's likely that volatility is almost like spread out between those three events, and it probably gives us a bit more of a powerful trending move off of that, rather than just chopping around everywhere. But yeah, the short there from previous day, point of control, daily open, was okay, but again, not looking at a huge move just yet. We haven't even opened. So this is still those June 21 lows that we're looking at, I think. Yeah. So we're still looking at those 2021 lows at the moment being tested on the S&P. The Nasdaq's getting a decent pullback here. Intel is an interesting one today. Okay. Have a look at Intel in a bit. That was noisy. Did anyone take the short? So just locally, this is way too small of a move, actually, to be honest. It's maybe okay. But yeah, just locally, that's what we had was the resistance there, coming back in, taking out these lows, coming back into where that wick was initially. You've not got a huge amount of trap volume down there, but you certainly did start to get those closing out of the long position straight away afterwards. So overall, I'm thinking because that first move is down, we're looking at this being reclaimed, and then we're probably looking at upside towards as we go into the next session. But let's see if we can get another couple of moves down. Again, if we can take out some lows, that's good. But yeah, not a major move yet. You shorted 19112. Cool, nice. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. All fart, no poo. 84 CT, where did Ollie Fibs go? I was wondering that yesterday. This is really funny. I'm going to show you something. So everyone needs to tag Ollie in the chat, because I was looking at this yesterday, right? I don't know where Ollie's gone. Maybe Ollie's like wrecked, but it's funny. So if we go onto the Discord, sorry Ollie, I'm just gonna. If we go onto the Discord over here, look at the last post from Ollie. It was all the way back here, and it's just funny that the last post was him just saying bye, and he's never emerged from the slide since. That is literally the last chart, the last one that Ollie posted back in September. I don't know where he's gone. Ollie, where are you? Is he on holiday still? Daft 21. No, US session isn't yet open. Not yet. No. So the fact that we got a low at 1:30 p.m. does make me a little bit more bullish. So let's see if we can get back above that daily open. Let's see if we can get back above the VWAP. Nothing else hit my alerts. This sucks, because I really wanted to take trades from liquidity. It not being internal like this. Bit would have been a good one. Nothing's taking out lows here. Meh. Oh well. It literally came exactly to where my Bitcoin long is. Because like I said, I'm long from 18,953 on BTC. So 18,953 being there. So I am long from like the exact low of that, and this is from the long I took yesterday. So I guess it's reasonable that is happening, because if there are positions within here, then they're going to be defended, at least initially. It was a good opportunity to go long yesterday, so it's still a good opportunity to go long today. I quite like the look of Solana here. I'm just going to go over onto Solana. So I quite like what this has done. So on Sol, just looking at locally, right, you've just come back into just little inefficiencies on the chart here, and we're getting a decent bounce. So I do quite like that dip on Solana. I would be looking for this to get continuation higher. XRP had that move, but it's still holding the trend line for now. I'm just going to hide these positions because we're looking at lower time frames. Nothing there on DOT. Nothing there on Atom, ADA. And I like the look of Bit. So the fact that BitDAO took out all these lows, but again, there's not much liquidity on this. But Solana's looking the best out of everything that I can see, and already it's pumping. And now all you guys are aping into Sol. Because we just said this. Stop buying Sol. I didn't get an entry on it. Oh man. I literally just saw that on my screen, so I was like, I'll just bring this up. Matic as well, that looks good. Link. Okay, nice. QNT didn't move, unaffected. Luna's up today. Interesting. All right. BTC pumping. Yeah, I know. We said it would. You fade the first move. Oh my god, it hasn't taken out the London high. Come on, guys. Take it out. Come on, come on, come on. Chandeepa, hello. Why would you think price will retrace back to the top with PPI being higher than expected today? Which means CPI data will likely go up tomorrow. Yes, it does mean that CPI data will likely go up tomorrow. Because if the cost of stuff to producers has gone up, then the cost of stuff to consumers will probably have gone up as well. Does that guess solely based on the fact that we are going to get the fake move before the real move, or are there other reasons? So first of all, I don't really think it matters at this stage of where we are in the market. Welcome, Trader R as well. Welcome. Yeah, I don't think it really matters at this stage of where we are about what the news is. I think it just brings in volatility. I don't really think, no matter what the numbers are, where we are right now is you're getting a load of, like, the fact that people are paying attention to this now probably means that the data is less important than the event. So whatever the data is that's there, what is more important is the fact that there are eyes on it rather than what that actual data is. Because most people trading this, myself included, to be honest, won't have a fucking clue what it actually means to the economy in general. So what I can say is that, so with PPI being up, yeah, with with PPI being up, it does mean that the cost of stuff is increasing. What we do have over here, let me just check on core PPI. So core is the same. Oops. So we do have a bigger read on the PPI, and then the core is the same as forecast. So that means when you take out energy and food out of the equation, I think, excluding food and energy, then it's about the same. So what we're looking at is we had a bit of a correction with energy prices last month. Now things are going back up again. That's being included into the actual PPI. So the core is as expected. But yeah, it doesn't mean anything. I don't really think it matters at this stage what it is, unless you're going to get something that's massively different. So the fact that we have an event that eyes are looking at means that there's an opportunity to push the markets around. Yeah, as they say, PPI up, it's a proxy for inflation, which means that inflation is up, which means that rate hikes are likely to continue. Which is kind of what the Fed want to do. But on one hand, the market wants rates to come down, and on the other side of things, the market wants rates to go up. So when we're here, and this has been going on for such a long time, it really doesn't matter at this stage what happens, I don't think. If rates continue to go up, people are expecting that anyway. If rates go down, we don't know whether the market's going to be like, oh my god, that's a really good thing, or oh my god, no, we need rates to go up more because we need people to be a bit more wrecked before the market's ready to come out of this recession. So it's just what it is. This is very boring for what we were going to get. I was hoping we'd get something a bit more interesting. We will continue here. We haven't taken any liquidity, and this is going back to what we saw earlier in the year, back to the usual trend of what we had on events like this, is that it was always internal. And for such a long time, you were just looking at everything. You just don't trouble liquidity. So there you've got your highs, you've got your London high, you've got previous day high up here, you've got kind of local lows, and again down here, this is what we were looking for, and everything has just remained completely internal. And it's just been a case of just wiping out positions, open interest coming down, which it will have done because we've seen what happened was a ton of longs getting stopped, and then the shorts that started to open down at the lows, they've now been stopped, and now we're just back to where we started again. So overall, a bit of a non-event. There was always the possibility that that could happen. And now we just find ourselves back to where we started. So it was decent, like little trades within there. Coming back into that daily open and then getting that higher low before the move up. You look to fade the first move, that played out. So we've been able to fade the first move, nice. Now we're back to here again. Hasn't taken liquidity, so still not the opportunity for the short that we would have wanted, but it's okay. How's Solana getting on? We can go back onto the higher time frames in a bit. I'm just going to couple of things I'm maybe looking to buy spot on, but I don't think I'm going to go into that straight away. So bit having taken major lows yesterday, this is what we were looking at. We were looking for the retrace. The fact we're still holding around here is okay, and Solana being back down at the range lows. So that was the trade that I took on Friday, closed out of that, and at this stage we're looking again, we're at value area low here. So see how that goes on this one. Dot, nothing yet. XRP, is that giving us a short? Whoa. Looking for lower GBP. Let's have a look at GBP USD. Yeah, that's not a good chart. I've not got much stuff on here. Yeah, I prefer Euro USD at the moment because of where that is. I think the Euro might get a decent move up against the dollar soon, which will bring the DXY down. So yeah, so on Euro USD, I think a move up would be okay, and then then that will bring the DXY down slightly. I'm just going to place an alert here because I know that we're probably looking at some dollar pumpage if we do start to go below that. Jordan Clark, the Fed announcement. So FOMC minutes are this evening at 7 p.m. I believe. So yeah, 7 p.m. this evening. Let's get rid of all these stuff. 7 p.m. this evening, we do have FOMC meeting minutes. We do also have the 10-year yield auction at 6:01 p.m. UK time. That this is. So there is the 10-year yield coming in later on today. Again, that's another proxy for inflation. So if we are looking at that, where are we here? We do have 10-year bonds that have taken out the highs since the financial crisis. Okay, so that is coming up later today. That, again, if this can pull back, again shows that interest rates may have reached a peak, and we are potentially looking at this pulling back slightly, so interest rates starting to pull back. The fact that they have taken out the highs from the 2008 crisis is fairly significant. But yeah, again, we'll wait and see on that, see how this comes in. So that is something that can move the markets again. And then we've got the FOMC minutes later on. But these are just the minutes, so we already know what's going to be in there. It's just the press release from last month's meeting. And then tomorrow we've got more stuff coming in. What am I doing? That's not the right thing. I wanted to go back to Bitcoin chart. Where would you look for a short after this move? Still 19,190. No, because we just missed it. We just missed it, so I wouldn't really want to go in on that same trade now. So the fact that this is kind of proven to be a bit of a nothing, I'm so bored of this range. 19,400 is decent. 19,400 is okay. So if we do get a move up towards 19,400, again, that is kind of what we were looking for. If we are going to go for anything internal within this, and we're going to go for tomorrow being, maybe we start to get a bit more of a move out of this. We know there is a big move that's going to happen soon. It can't carry on the way that it has been for much longer. Again, we just go back to this. We just go back to the historical volatility over here. And it is just flawed. There's no volatility here at all, and it's trying to pick that up. So it's just a gradual process of just picking up that volatility and getting a move. If we are to get a move into 19,400, that is the POC of the current trend that we're in, basically the current range that we're in. That could give something. You pull this back and you got your POC here, so it is the next high volume node that we have. So I still do think, because the first move was down, we didn't take liquidity at the lows, we are probably going to go for those highs, and then that could give us, maybe, that then presents a better short opportunity to go from this into this, and then we can look to expand out of it. But what we had yesterday was nice. Like, we had a good level to come into. Today it's not so much. So yeah, into here, down to here tomorrow for CPI, and then we can look for that bigger move. Take a look at Theta USDT on the Binance chart. Maybe. We do have New York Open happening soon, which will bring in a bit more volume again. Theta. back in the days when the long trades worked well, and then be broken down again. Let's remove drawings from chart. Yeah, this looks. This is going lower. Theta's similar to ADA, right? I think it's kind of clear. This looks to me as though it's going lower. So you lost that preliminary support there. You've not even come into anything. You're just hovering. So now you do have a zone that's okay. I don't know what else to put on this because that's just obvious, right? That's where you've got a range that we can look to. So you can look at. There's not really any need to do anything else here. Locally, it's not interesting because it's just falling. Theta BTC is probably looks just terrible. So that could look, yeah, you're probably looking at that falling back down again as well here. I mean, the BTC pair could have something, so that could help it survive. So on the BTC pair, you're looking okay. On the USD pair, you're not. Basically, that's about all I can say of that. I'm not going to do too much more charting on this because there's nothing realistic for me here, unless you've got the USDT pair that backs it up. This is still a way off. So locally, what you've got is literally just a downtrend. You've got no divergence there. Again, volatility is dead. Volume. I don't even need levels on this yet. It's just not there. It's just not there yet on Theta. It's not ready. It starts to pick up some volume. Again, on these kind of things, just allow that first move to take place because you just don't know. You just don't know at this stage where this is going because if you don't pick up volume, you're just going to grind down into here, which would be nice because if it does grind down into there and it does do this kind of thing, that's great because then it gives you some entries. But if it's not going to, you can't just guess where things are going to go. Wait for this move to happen first. So wait for the impulse, wait for it to get caught there at an order block, then wait for it to come back in. And you want to see volume go from doing that to doing that. And then you have a nice spike in volume where you've got good volume in here. And then it just shows you that it's alive. It just proves to you that it's actually going to give you something to trade off of. And then you can start to pick up trades on this thing, on these things. But for now, there's just no point. You've got to take out $1.30 for this to even become slightly tradable. Yeah, a lot of those BTC pairs do have that spike, yeah. Is it true that BTC is pegged to 19k? BTC has become the $19,000 stablecoin. So I guess that's where they're sending inflation. $1 now will be worth 19,000 US dollars next year. or something like that. Back into daily open. Another bounce probably at this point. But it's just not interesting to trade this move, unfortunately. It's not done anything you would normally want it to do. So we wait. We continue to wait for the bigger moves. Anything internal of this range, like I said earlier, I'm not interested in, unless maybe we are looking at a move to 19,400. That again then starts to become more interesting. If it can take out London highs, I've got my alert there. I'll set an alert here at 19,390. If we can come into that POC. If we come down here and take out the local lows from yesterday, or take out the previous day lows as we come into New York Open, then that gives me something to look for longs. But yeah, just honestly, longs down here, shorts up here, all of this is just shit. It's just shit. I'm really bored of like trading this range. I could make some money off of it. I could take a little trade. I could possibly scalp along this daily open, but I just don't feel like it. Just don't feel like taking that trade. Come on, Bitcoin. This is bleh. How long do you have until New York Open? 25 minutes. Do we stick around or do we call it a day here and just yeah. Your review of this range is the same review I gave my job. Bored and shit. I guess as this is a job for me as well, then it is the review that I would give of this current job. Currently, yeah, I'll go and walk the dogs. I gave them a walk this morning. I gave them a good walk this morning because I was hoping we'd have something nice. I made a good thumbnail. Made a good thumbnail for expecting some volatility. And because everyone's expecting volatility, we're just not getting it. Yeah, I might do that. I'm going to take a break for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. And then we'll go and talk about some other stuff. So let me just bring this on here. 10-minute break. Back at 13. Let's go 13:20 UTC. So that's like a 12-minute. No, that's like a 14-minute break. Short break. Short minute break. Short break. There we go. Back then. Okay. What can we talk about after this? So, if we stick around, when I get back, we have 220 viewers on here at the moment. I am expecting some of you to disappear once we have the break. But if we remain over 150, and if we can get it back to over 200 by the time I return, so by the time New York opens, if we can keep the viewers at over 100, we will give away a couple of crew memberships for yeah, we'll do a crew membership or two for a month. We'll give away one of those, as this is a marathon stream. Okay, so we'll do that. 1 month crew memberships. But we've got to stay over 200 viewers. That means no one is able to leave. No one can leave, and we'll figure out how we're going to do that just afterwards. All right, so we'll do that. We're also going to be doing, because it is Halloween soon, so there will be a Halloween event and things, so be ready for that. Stick around. I'll see you at 13:20 UTC. We must keep the viewer count over 200 in order for this to happen, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm back. How is everyone? We still here? We still good? Concurrent viewer count is currently at 153. So we need to get this back over 200, and then we will do a couple of crew giveaways. I have my coffee here. I am ready for New York Open. We're still hanging around here at the Daily Open. Yeah, we'll see what happens. What is BTC? I love cats. Lol. I have received your message on Discord. I will be sending that shortly once the stream's done. Thank you for sending the message and confirming that. So I will send that 100 USDT over to you very soon. What shall we look at? What do we want to have a little talk about? The viewer numbers are coming back up. They're on their way up. 188. 188 is here now. We're almost there. So if we can sustain over 200, what we'll do? How should we do the giveaway? I don't want to do any ETH TM. ETH's like. I'm new to trading. What's the BTC? Yeah. We're back. I'm going to turn the heating off in this room. Wait, I don't know if I've turned the heating off or if I've turned the heating on. I've got a little... I've turned the heating on. I'm going to turn the heating off. Adio, we've been talking about the Bitcoin price for the past hour and it hasn't done very much. So, yeah, I don't really expect that to change. What I'm going to show you on ETH is just the BTC pair. Okay, so obviously the USD pair is going to be very much dependent on what Bitcoin does, but we do have the BTC pair that's kind of interesting. So we did break out from this small little short-term downtrend that we were in. We're managing to keep really decent support here at whatever that is in sats. 66 something sats, and it's held up okay. So we got that retrace back down into the golden pocket, and now I do think that we're going to see a marginally better performance from ETH than we will see on Bitcoin, but we've already had a bounce here and it's come into the order block. So yeah, ETH is just uninspiring. I trade Bitcoin, and to trade ETH right now is just doing the same thing. It's the same chart, right? It's just even less of a range. It's just even worse. So you're getting less movement on Ethereum than you are with Bitcoin. So yeah, whatever Bitcoin does, Ethereum's gonna do too. I just don't know what else to say on that. It's not doing anything, is it? Atom's disappointed me, but we are at this secondary support here after that first take profit. I'm going to remove this stuff because I don't need this stuff here anymore. Do you have any positions on BTC? Yes, I am in one long from yesterday and one short from yesterday. So I am essentially flat on it. I was looking to take an additional trade if we hit liquidity anywhere, but we haven't done that. If I have a bias, I think we continue this float up because the first move was down. We've had a decent retrace into that. So if we look at this locally again, very, very simple stuff. Where's the support? 618, daily open. And that's where we had some resistance when we had that initial move down. So we're kind of back where we started. when the PPI data came in, we can use that as almost like a test for what we're likely to see tomorrow, with tomorrow's data likely to mimic what we've seen today on the PPI. The fact that the first move was down, you then would look to fade that first move, so you'd look to trade against that, which is what we got. We got a move up. It didn't take out the London highs though, so, and it didn't take out the London highs on anything, to be honest. On Coinbase, they're up there. On the USDT perpetual, they're up there. I mean, on the USD perpetual, they're up there. On the USDT perpetual, you came close. But yeah, we haven't taken out the London highs. So that was something that I was looking to take a trade from, was to scalp short that back into the daily open, but we never got there. So it's, again, remained all internal, and that wasn't really giving us anything. To have a bounce here from the 618 from the daily open, from this little block that we've got at the lows, that's reasonable. And now we're looking at probably the same kind of thing on the way back up. Okay, so if it can start to come back up into 19125, then maybe that's the point in which we look for this just to settle back down again. From a 4-hour time frame, like, the thing is, we're right here, so we're through this fib time stuff. I think what we've got at the moment, and you can just see this from the chart, is it's very crowded. Okay, you've got some quite big wicks to the upside, some quite big wicks to the downside. In terms of volume, we are seeing a bit of an increase around here. But that's not much. So I think it's more of a case of everyone expecting a move to happen, no one really wanting to trade that move. So yeah, that's almost how it was for me as well. Like, you can be there and expecting a move, but it's unlikely that it's going to be that tradable initially until we get more of an indication of exactly where things are going. There are much, much, much better levels. Like, again, if we're looking, you got to be moving 4-5% up and a good couple of percent, 3-4% down to really get good moves here. It's such a narrow range at the moment. It's not really giving us that much. Can we go to 19,400? Absolutely we can. That would be very nice to see. And we do have New York session opening soon. So the fact that this PPI didn't give us too much in terms of volatility, if we can continue to float up there, then maybe, yeah. Maybe we can get a move up to 19,400. That happening today, even now, seems like a long shot. Alts fell a bit because everyone closed longs. Yeah, so that's initially what we had. Everyone was like, oh my god, we're dumping again. And people just closed out of them. So I don't think it was really a case of, yeah, the volatility was more just like people panicking out of positions rather than opening new ones. And we've seen that with the open interest. In terms of like where we are on a higher time frame level, we still got a lot of open interest in the system. We can have a look at this actually. So let me just go over onto here. We're still below 200 viewers. We're at 197. So we have had some open interest shaved off slightly in the past hour. If we just take a look at here. Okay, we were around 11.7. No, we weren't around 11.7. I'm talking nonsense. 11.3. So we're seeing a slight decline in open interest, but it's still very, very, very high right now. Open interest is at very high levels, so we can't... yeah, we're going to get a move. It's just got to be patient. APX Vex, thank you very much. Luke, I cannot thank you enough for your dedication to stream during New York session. You teach me so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I hope other people are finding this helpful and informative as well. even though there's not that much to talk about. New York is open. Okay, here we go. So we don't even have a gap to talk about. Like, we've just opened where we closed yesterday. This is the most boring day ever. This is like just the biggest non-event. Okay, what we'll also do, because we seem to be struggling with the 200 viewers number, if we can get this to 200 likes, then we will do we will do 2 1-month crew membership giveaways. Previous month low again. It's just holding us right now. So obviously Bitcoin's going to be pulling back. Continued lows on the S&P. Let's look at Intel. How is Intel? Really? Really, is Intel really where it's at today? It doesn't look like there's very much going on there. It just looks like a death. Just looks like complete death. I do like that low's been taken. I do like that a lot. Was that the right one? Did I hit it on the right one? Did we catch that? Okay, yeah, we have. So this is, I guess this is what you're talking about, 84CT. We have taken out some pretty major lows down there. From all the way back in 2015. So it is coming into a nice area for a bounce. You are right. Yeah. We'll go back onto Bitcoin in a second, guys. God, some of these tech stocks are good. And back onto Bitcoin, no time frames. Nothing's happening. And I've almost finished my coffee. It says 232 people watching now. It's 200 people watching. I've got 202 concurrent viewers and I've got 206 likes. Okay, 2 crew giveaways incoming. How are we going to do this? Right, everybody who is interested in joining the crew, what can we say? What can we say? What should we do? I'm going to ask everyone to post a chart in public chat. So if you're not in the crew, post a chart in public chat. Give me some nice TA, something that can be interesting for the rest of us to look at. What we'll then do is we'll have a little look at that, and we can we'll do one giveaway from that. So whoever posts, so go over into the Discord. It is linked in the description below. If you are not already on Discord, what you need to do is go into public chat. So go over here, and I want to see your best TA. The second one we'll do is whoever gets the most reactions from any TA in public chat will say, not by the time I close the stream, but by the end of the day, let's say like 3 hours, 2-3 hours. There we go. It's nice, but I want to see like a reasoning. I want to see some reasoning. I want to see some background. I want to see something good. So yeah, post me some good TA with some good reasoning, technical reasoning behind it. And then also for the second giveaway, what we'll do that over on Twitter. So whoever gets the most reactions will win a membership, so then the community will decide. And then for the second one, we'll go over onto Twitter. And what I'd like you to do on Twitter, let's figure this out. What are we going to do? I'd like you to just post something on Twitter tagging Taurus Crypto and Taurus Crypto team, or just one of them. So we do have the Taurus Crypto team account. But tag Taurus Crypto in there and post me some TA, or post me something interesting, maybe to do with trading, anything you like. And I'll pick one that I like. Again, you can't be in the crew in order to do that, but post something nice tagging Taurus Crypto in Twitter. That's interesting. We'll figure it out. So we'll give away 2 by the end of today, and I guess that works. Does that work for everyone? I think that's fair enough. And what we'll also do... Okay, what about crew members? What we'll also do on Friday, we'll give away another couple of ExoCharts memberships, okay? Friday, yeah? We'll do that on a stream. Or maybe tomorrow's live stream, we can do that. Because I'll live stream tomorrow in New York Open. So let's do 2 ExoCharts 3-month memberships tomorrow. You like the audio idea? Messiest worst looking chart wins. Nice. Yeah. TA deadline today. You got to do it today. And everyone's got to start reacting on, like, if you like a post, give it a reaction, give it some love in the chat. We're not seeing that yet. We've got some people that are posting some charts already. But it's over here, so people, we got to start giving it some reactions, the ones that you like. I want to see some good stuff. So what's this? Go down to the weekly, daily MPOC, sweep the lows, then go for more liquidity, eventually dropping down again. The more wicks we have underneath, the more chance we could drop down from 18k, if you ask me. Nice, nice. You got a nice dollar sign there. This is good. You got some order blocks. That's the same levels I'm looking at. Good stuff. The nuts. You're already in the crew, man. You're already in the crew. Oh, I was gonna give that one a nice reaction, but you're already there. Seems like you need another coffee. I do. I'm out. My cup is empty. I'm all out. Never mind. Throw some assets my way as well, and I'll chart something. And yeah. Oh, look at this. Kostandinov Christian. I like your workspace, your little focus right there. This is cool. That's a nice little workspace you got there. Look, we're getting some entries on the Twitter now. This is from Kostadinov. I can't do names. Nice little trade setup. Good stuff. HBAR. Yes, I did say HBAR earlier. HBAR is on my watch list of stuff that I really... That's HBAR open interest. Look at that. Wow. Okay, something interesting's happening here. I wasn't going to look on this, but the fact that we're getting open interest up this much... Is this moving? Because I was supposed to buy some of this, and I haven't done it yet. Oh my god, yeah, I need to get in on this quickly. Do we have spot? Because this was supposed to go into my portfolio. I don't want to FOMO. Shit. I don't want to FOMO into HBAR, but HBAR was there for my spot holdings, and I hadn't bought it earlier this week. We do have it on spot. I wanted to buy just a little bit of this. Oh, it's only on spot, and I think we're looking at good volume, so let me just put some limit orders if we can buy anything. Yeah, HBAR's a really good one. I like the volume that we're starting to get here. I really, really like the volume that we're starting to get here. I like the structure of the chart. Basketballs, what are you saying? Yeah, I like the structure of the chart. I like the volume. I like what we just saw then, from the fact that we're getting such a massive increase in open interest. Again, you're getting this Bybit that you're really seeing that volume. So let's go to where we've got history on the chart here, because this is a good one. Because unlike things like Theta and stuff, which was still not really at their support, I think you can say this is much closer. This has already come down into that like first wave, that first cycle support. You're through these kind of additional support levels down there, and realistically it's a long way down before you're looking at anything else. So this is looking okay to me. This is looking pretty good from where this is on a, yeah, just from looking at simple kind of the structure of the chart here. If we go on to this, so we'll go high time frame levels. Let's just go on the weekly. So that is really what you'd be looking for in case anything else gets taken. So that's a major weekly level. What is that supposed to be? SH. What's SH? SH. Swing high, I guess. That's an old label. Yeah, you're looking okay there. I also want to look at that OB because that's the first little zone of resistance to get through. So we've already come into that. So from when you start to see the volume come in here, you're looking at nice internal lows being taken out, making a higher low, getting that break of market structure. So you've now started to form an uptrend from this. And realistically, what you're targeting now is up here. So there's really the aim of this, because that's the high that took the low most recently. So it's probably won't get there in one go, because that's quite a long way up. That OB looks decent to me. So then if you're looking at resistance and potential shorts on here, then that's probably where you'd want to take the shorts. We're through that, that's okay. That's where you've got some, yeah, this is looking good. So you've got resistance, you've got an order block that forms there, resistance blocks out again here, and then we're probably looking for another move up into that. With at that point, then you'd be looking for, I guess, coming back down into this, because if you can do that, I mean, even this. So if you can get then a move from here into here, and then you're coming back into here, then that's where you'd want to get those trades. So you've got short coming up, soon, and then you've got long opportunities lower down. What am I trying to do? Path, where is it? There. So you're looking at into there, down into here, and then probably continuation up towards the weekly. The invalidation off of this short will be kind of difficult. Off of the long, it's a lot more simple. So if this does pull back, you'd want to see this come up a bit further before you get that long. And then you could take that up into here, and then to be honest, that low would be the one that you'd be going for. So then you'd be looking for a move up like that. So that's, it's an idea on HBAR. There's nothing more than that at this stage. I think it's going to go through accumulation for a little bit longer, but I do think a move back towards the highs of the range, putting back in again, and then it can start to build a better base for a bigger move out of it. HBAR is great. HBAR is going to be a really good asset for the next cycle, because it never really had. I need to add that onto this one actually, because this is, for me, is going to be a long-term hold. Posted in Coach's Corner, yeah, sure. Thank you for reminding me. I never remember to post these things that I go over on stream. So unless you guys take screenshots, I never remember to do it. Picture. Paste. There you go. What else do we have? Who just said ES dumping, SPX pumping? That can't happen. It's the same thing. It's literally not. One of these is probably on delayed data, so you may have been looking at one of them on a 10-minute delay, potentially. Yeah, Matteo, how come SPX is pumping and ES is dumping? I don't know which one of these may be on a 10-minute delay for you, but yeah, they certainly they'll be doing the same thing, essentially. Oh, you were just mistaken. Okay, no worries. No worries. Where is the DXY? Not doing very much. I love as well how you say that it's like pumping and dumping when we're moving around like the tiniest little range. It's just buzzing around this tiny range. Like price action right now is one of those like annoying little mosquitoes that's just like moving around everywhere. And then you got to swat it. And then dump it and get everyone out of their positions and then pump it back up with some, I don't know. You can tell I'm bored. When will you do some trades on Bybit copy trading again? One day, one day I will. I have it. I could show you guys the interface for it. It's the most disgusting thing ever. So in order to take a trade on like the copy trading platform, you have to like type in your price manually. It's like a form you have to fill out. And then once you've filled out your form, then it enters the trade for you. It's just, oh, it's not even trading. It's horrible. So I don't know how you can, for like, it's nasty. I tried it out. It's there, so if people do want to follow on the copy trading thing, it's there. When I see some opportunities, I'll probably, if I can find a way to copy over, like if there's a way that an API can just follow what I'm doing on my main account, then that would be great, but it doesn't. Like, it's a specific thing that you've got to go into. Like, you've got this own little platform in order to take a copy trade, and it's just horrible. It's really nasty. So I just wish it would just copy my main trades, and then people could follow along. The Lunatics, no, he's now working in a prop firm, I think. He got a proper job. BitGet for copy trading looks better. Yeah, I mean the thing is I don't want to like overdo the exchanges. We did stuff with BitGet previously, and I wasn't a fan, but they seem to have got a lot better. So BitGet do seem to have got a lot better. They're doing a lot more stuff. Maybe I start looking at some trades on BitGet again. I wanted to point this out as well. Look, we've got the previous New York session POC here. So although we're looking at 19,400 as a good level of resistance, because we're so low volume still, and the market has now opened, if we can float up to 19,287.5, 19,300, previous day New York point of control, I think at that stage, because that just takes out the previous day high, I think that's where I'd look to take a short position from. Yes. So we'll see. Maybe I'll take this on the copy trade account. Maybe I'll take it on. Is anyone here? So again, those of you who are new, if you want to, yeah, I mean, we need some new offers. We need some new offers from the exchanges to talk about those. So actually, we'll forget that. But we do trade on PRIME XBT and Bybit primarily. So they're the two. But I mean, if they don't give us more good offers for the crew, like discounts on fees, fresh offers, then maybe I'll go over onto BitGet. Harry Gates, it is very much a no trade zone here on BTC, yeah. Very much so. I mean, there's stuff there's movement here, and like, yeah, there has been movement, and they did present trades. You come down into the outer VWAP bands. That's always something we like to see. Getting the move up towards London highs, but not taking them out. That was disappointing. I think that we probably do come up and take those out during this session. Then after that retrace, we hit the golden pocket. This actually down at the bottom here. The thing, look, this is so disgusting. It shows you how much of a small range we're in. I'm on 10 tick, which normally like really fills out a lot of this. But there's just, yeah, nothing here. Nothing going on. I'm not going to pull a fib like that, Mr. Fry. Sorry, I can't be bothered. Post that into the Discord. You can use that as your entry. You can show me what you're talking about. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. We've done like 3 hours. I did say we'd probably do 3 hours, and I have done 3 hours, like almost. Yeah, 2.5. What time did I start? 12:30? Yeah, 2.5 hours. So yeah, I think that's enough. Unfortunately, we didn't get the big move today, but it's coming, guys. Be careful. This is what I mean. You don't want to be caught up in like the really low time frames. It's just a weird conditions right here, right now. We'll see how it goes. I'll be back on tomorrow. If we do get any movement for FOMC later on today, because normally this is supposed to be the trading room, but even if it was the trading room, we wouldn't have had anything to trade. So hopefully those of you in the crew are all cool with that. We'll make up for it soon. Of course, we are adding a lot more stuff to the schedule very soon, and we'll be announcing that shortly. There will be an additional trading room that is going to be added to the schedule. And yeah, I'm not going to stream again for FOMC, not unless we get like, if we really start to get some volatility, I'll probably jump back on here. but it's unlikely. Keep on posting the entries. Post me some fun stuff on Twitter. Also, if you post anything on Twitter, can you just let me know your Discord name as well? If you're doing the entry on Twitter for the free crew membership, free 1 month crew membership. Those of you on Discord, we'll see how we're getting on here. Have we got anyone that's got some good reactions? Someone's put a fire one on here. That's the only one so far that's had a reaction. Oh, come on, everyone. Everyone look through your favorite TA. Okay, so go over onto the public chat on Discord. I want to see some reactions on this. We'll get you guys involved. No. Yeah, we'll see how this goes, and I'll message one of you guys. If no one reacts, then I'll just pick one. I'll pick something I like, and I'll give you a membership, and the same goes for Twitter, okay? Cool. Thank you, everybody. Have a great afternoon. I apologize that this has been another uneventful session that we haven't really got anything from. But hey, we had a really good week last week. It's okay that the markets are a bit more chill this week. It'll be much better next week. And yeah, better conditions are soon upon us because it can't stay this flat for that long. So thank you, everyone. And yeah, have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.